Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go right.
Come on, Jesus Christ.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line.
Car 78. Just hit the fastest lap. 15.687.
Alright, 15, eh? 100 degrees out, and 8:15 in the Ferrari from Tim Metzke, 9,200 rating, so he's good. Real good. Alright, so we got Sebastian in front of us, about 12.5 seconds. Just doing our out lap here. Trying to understand a little bit around my trading paint's not loading the right paint, but I'm not really sure what that's about, but we'll come back to that another time. And the track is very hot compared to how we've been practicing with cool morning temperatures. So we'll be definitely much slower than what we've been, but you're still going to get a relative speed compared to the other folks that are out here as well. And as soon as I get my concentration going here, and then we'll go from there. So we've got a guy behind us here. turns out to be that's Tim. We could follow him, except that I won't be able to for very long, so we're not going to do that. We'll find a place to move out of his way here.
Right side. Clear right.
Clear.
That's Tim. He's leading the pack here with his 9,000 rating. Way to go, Tim. Remember, bro. So what we're doing here is we're going to be using, because the temperature is variable, or vary quite a bit on this one here, what we're going to do is just take the standard iRacing endurance setup, reduce a little bit of the fuel, took out a notch of wing, which was probably a bad idea at this point. So instead of -1 on the wing, we went to -2, left everything else the same. And we're going to use that for just a minute, just to kind of warm up and just see what that sort of feels like. I feel like the settings for iRacing, the default settings are a bit safer, a bit more balanced for most people to be able to handle pretty good. And then the fastest drivers probably are tweaking those quite a bit for their styles to get even better times for them. So for me, I'm not that good. So as a rule, setups aren't going to make a ton of difference in terms of speed. But as I've said before, where they do kind of come into play is, you know, if you feel like you're driving them more comfortably, it can allow you to be a little bit safer when you drive, or, you know, just more consistent because of the way the setup works. It'd be better to run consistent times at a pretty good pace than an occasional great lap, but then followed by wrecks and stuff like that because the car is very unbalanced. So setups do matter in that way, for sure. But ultimately, what I've learned is that, you know, the fastest drivers can take any setup and they'll be faster than you on those same setups, right? Whether it's a base setup or anything else. So it's about how you drive. It's about hitting the lines, using the brake, using the throttle, being consistent. You know, knowing what the car's doing. That's what it's about ultimately, and very little to do with the setup from that perspective. We've got Sandro behind us who's closing in. Again, I want to be cognizant of them doing regular laps and me just kind of being on